What's up, fragrant family? This is Tyler with Simply Fragrances, and today I'm going to be bringing you my weekly fragrance rotation. Got some really good stuff in here. Had some life-changing events in a good way, so I have a lot of colognes that I wanted to commemorate that with. So really excited. Got some good lineup in here, and man, really excited to bring it to you guys. So hope you guys are doing well on this beautiful Resurrection Sunday. I mean, it is absolutely gorgeous outside. I think it's like 72, 73, somewhere in there. Birds are chirping, sun shining, flowers are blooming, trees are starting to come back alive. What a great Sunday. I hope you guys are doing well. All of us who celebrate Resurrection Sunday, man, hope that you guys are doing well. Hope your Sunday has been blessed, and hope that the Lord blesses you on this special day. So let's go ahead and get into this, guys. We're really excited about it. But first, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please go ahead, hit the red subscribe button. Give the video a thumbs up if you like it. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. Let's go ahead and get into this, guys. So Monday was one of those days where I really wanted to wear Aventis. Like, I've been in this Aventis mood where that's kind of all I want to wear. And it sounds weird, but I don't know why. It's just kind of what I'm wanting to wear, but it was a little too cold for it. I know people say that Aventis is a good all year round fragrance, and I can agree to, a little bit, but it was just a little bit too cold for my liking, and I wanted something with a little bit more backbone to it. So my batches of Aventis are very fruity. I don't really have like a smoky one, so I went ahead and I went with this. This is Parfum's Vintage Vanilla Intense, and the reason why is because that amped up vanilla with kind of a birchy black currant undertone gives it more of a spicy, woody vibe to it. And man, it's just kind of got this darker resonance to it. So it's very sweet with the vanilla, but like I said, it does have more of a smoky asset to it. And I went with this because it gets you in the roundabout realm of Creta Ventus, but like I said, this one's got the more amped up vanilla and more smoky vibe to it. So I went with this just to kind of itch that craving, so to speak. And that was my day scent. Now, in the night, I was still kind of like, I was wanting that vanilla. So whenever, wore the Pineapple Vintage Vanilla Intense in the morning, I really got kind of, not really addicted, but I was just really liking that vanilla. So went home, took a shower, and I put on Barcelona. This stuff, man, for like $9, you guys can't go wrong. This stuff, man, it smells so good. It's fresh, it's clean, it's got kind of bright citruses in the opening, but as it dries down, it's got this creamy, smooth vanilla facet to it. And man, it is absolutely amazing. For $9, you guys can't go wrong. So Barcelona was my nighttime fragrance. Yeah, so that was Monday. Now on Tuesday, I need to get my review off of this done. Shout out to my cousin Chad for sending this to me. Really excited about this. I've been wanting to smell this literally forever, and so finally he sent this to me, and this is Zerjoff Neo. And man, I gotta say, guys, on paper it just doesn't do it justice. It really doesn't. This stuff, sprayed it on paper, and I was like, man, I don't really get the hype. I don't really get what everyone's hyping about, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead, give it a proper wearing. And man, that's kind of what I gotta start doing. I gotta stop spraying on paper for first initial impressions. So sprayed it on Tuesday. I went with like 4 or 5 sprays, maybe a little too much. I didn't know how it was gonna perform, but man, this stuff is absolutely gorgeous. Bright, beautiful citruses, kind of floral notes in the midsection, and then as it dries down, you get those fruity citruses coming forth, but then there's like almost like a creamy facet to it. At least off my skin, it went kind of sort of creamy, floral, citrusy, and it was just amazing. Like, it's blended so well, and like, I don't know why, but off the cap, and like when you very first initial spray it, you almost get that same type of citrus blast as you do from what's the name of it? It's Roja. I cannot think of the name of it for the life of me. It literally just escaped me. But Elysium, good Lord, I can't believe I didn't think of that. So Roja's Elysium, that's kind of just that initial burst, what you get like off the cap and stuff. But whenever it dries down, it's its own scent. So Zerjoff Neo was my Tuesday scent. Now, Wednesday was kind of a special day. So Wednesday was my last day at the AT&T retail store before I went into my management position. And so my first day at AT&T, I wore Zahara Signature Pour Homme to kind of make my presence known, let people know I was going to kind of come in there, kick butt, and take some names, which I feel like I did since I'm now a manager. So that's what I wore my first day, and it's also what I wore on my last day. So Wednesday was Zahara Signature Pour Homme, and man, it's funny because on my first day I wore this, people said, man, you kind of smell like a boss. And I was like, yeah, I know, this stuff's good. On my last day, one of my coworkers was like, man, you got that like kind of boss CEO status when you wear this. And I was like, it was funny to say that because I'm now a manager. So Wednesday, Zerjoff Signature Pour Homme. Beautiful, beautiful fragrance, guys. If you haven't got your nose on it, what are you guys waiting for? Go to the website, you get a free sample, so you really have nothing to lose. It's kind of a barbershop fougere, gentleman type of fragrance, but this one, it utilizes a note of pear, and that's what really, really shines off my skin, and I absolutely love it. George is an amazing guy. Hit him up, he'll get you set up, guys. Zerjoff Signature Pour Homme was my daytime fragrance, and then at night, went home, took a shower, washed it off, and I just wanted to kind of relax. I was just, ready to move into the next stage of management, and I wanted to kind of relax. So I went home, took a shower, sat in my chair. Man, I went with Salvatore Ferragamo Free Time, and this stuff, man, I gotta say, it's just a really, really good fragrance. Like just for laying around the house, great for the high heat, spring and summer. Man, this stuff is super, super awesome. I said on one of my previous videos, you do get that Elysium type of vibe from this in the initial spray on. You get a lot of lime and lemon and just bright, bright citruses with a little bit of a spicy note in there. But as this dries down, guys, it's just a super easy, easy to wear, relaxing type of fragrance. Salvatore Ferragamo Free Time or Free Play. I always forget the name of it. One of these days, I'm gonna have the name memorized and tell you what it really is. But Free Time or Free Play is what this is. So that brings us to Thursday. Thursday was my first day as a manager. Had to go into training, had to do ride-alongs and stuff like that. And I wanted to commemorate it by a special fragrance. And I've already used Zerjoff Signature Pour Homme, and I wore it the day before. But I was like, you know what? I still want that kind of boss, like young CEO status. So I went with Zerjoff Signature Royale. And this one, it goes back and forth between this one and Pour Homme as my favorite. I love the apple. Apple has been kind of a fragrance note that I'm really, really enjoying. So like in Slow Explosions from Imaginary Authors, you get that rose and leather, and you also get apple in there, and it's amazing. Well, this one, the apple really shines through off my skin. It still has that Zerjoff Signature Pour Homme DNA, but instead of pear, you get apple, and this stuff is absolutely amazing. So I made my presence known. I felt like a boss, felt like CEO with Zerjoff Signature Royale. Now, that brings us to Friday. Friday, shout out to Corbin over at Northwest Scents for sending this to me. I did my first initial impression and reviews on it. If you guys haven't checked it out, be sure and go check it out. This is Omwaj Enclave, and this stuff, man, I was really, really, really impressed with my overall first impressions of it, and I wanted to see what it was gonna do. So the next day, I actually sprayed this on, and it kind of, like, I don't know if I went anosmic to it or what, but when I sprayed it on my hand, man, I was getting all types of whiffs from it. I could smell it. I mean, I think it lasted maybe like 6-7 hours or so off of my hand, but when I sprayed it on my neck, I couldn't get the smell. Like, I think I went anosmic to it, or I don't know what was going on, but I couldn't really smell it. I didn't get any compliments off of it, so I don't really know what happened to it. Maybe it fell short off my skin. I don't really know, but this stuff is absolutely amazing. You just get this like minty, earthy, amazing fragrance. Like, it's creamy, it's minty, it's earthy. There's a bit of a rose note that kind of comes forth, and man, it's just very, very, very unique, and I absolutely love this stuff. Still full bottle worthy. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's just the weather. I don't know. I just didn't get any compliments, and I couldn't smell it after maybe like an hour, hour and a half. But that's not to say that you didn't go anosmic to it, because I go anosmic to quite a bit of fragrances, and it's still pushing off, which ironically enough, Zerjoff is one of them. And I always think I gotta spray more on, but when I walk into a room, my wife's like, good Lord, how much did you put on? So I know that it's working. So maybe that was the case with this. So that was Friday. And then Friday night, so that was my daytime scent. Friday night, I had a worship session to go to, which really excited about. Wound up playing drums, had no idea I was gonna be doing that. So that was kind of a fun little spur of the moment thing, but it was a worship thing with my buddies, and man, it was awesome. And so I went with Aventis by Creed. This stuff, it's blown my mind. Like I said, I'm kind of in this Creed, Aventis, I don't know, I want to wear it all the time because it's beautiful outside. It's starting to get spring. Well, it's not starting. We're in the middle of spring, starting to get warmer, heading our way into summer. And this stuff is kind of blowing my mind right now. I love this stuff. So Creta Ventus is what I wore that night. I got quite a few compliments, honestly. Like, people were saying, man, you smell really good. I was over in my little jump section, and as I was, playing, maybe my body temperature was raising up, and so it was pushing off more, but got quite a few compliments. So that brings us to Saturday. Saturday, man, this was the perfect day for it. It was my first day off in a while, and I was like, you know what? I kind of want to relax. I kind of want to chill, but I also want to smell good. So I went with Creta Ventus cologne. And man, I gotta say, man, shout out to John Morrell. Man, he was the one that said that he liked this better than Creta Ventus, the original. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and order a bottle. Finally got it. And man, this stuff is amazing. And from what I'm hearing, I kind of got like really lucky. This is a 19X01 batch. And from what I'm hearing, that's one of, if not the best batch variations of Creta Ventus cologne. So this stuff is really good. And then it's kind of funny because the day I wore it, I watched Corbin's video on this, and he says that he really enjoys this too, and we both get this orange kind of tangerine note that comes up forth versus a pineapple. Pineapple's still there, but really get more orange versus pineapple in this stuff. Still kind of Creta Ventus DNA, but with orange, and absolutely amazing. My wife actually prefers this one to the Creta Ventus original, so kind of cool. She finally likes a Creed. But Creta Ventus cologne was Saturday's choice. And then on today, guys, it should be no surprise, I hyped this stuff up. This stuff is my baby. It's my number one fragrance that's just blowing my mind right now. It made my number one list, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I've sent out a couple samples. I sent out a sample to John Morrell and a couple other subscribers, and they said that they absolutely love it. This today, man, I feel like today being such a special day, with it being absolutely beautiful. This is just spring in a bottle. Gravitas Porum. Man, I love this stuff. Oh my gosh, this is so good. So I went to a house church today, a house worship event thing, and man, people were just saying, man, you just smell fantastic. Like, what are you wearing? And told them what it was, and like, man, how can I get my nose or get my, get a bottle of this? And I told them where to get it. So really, really, really loving this stuff. Really excited about the sequel to this, Bon Vivre. I can't wait for that to come out. Man, Dan, if you can just hurry up and push that out, that would be great, because super excited to try that and see what that's about. But this stuff, man, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's spring in a bottle. It's a creamy barbershop fougere type fragrance, bright citrus orange in the opening, and then as it dries down, you get this vanillic, ambergris, just smooth, creamy vibe to it. Lots of lavender, and it's absolutely amazing. So that was my weekly fragrance rotation, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I know I had, kind of the same stuff on here, not gonna lie, but that's okay. A lot of it was more for commemoration and more for, looking forward into what life has for me next with my management position and, so on and so forth. And I just kind of wanted to wear Creed this week, so a lot of Creeds on there. But hope you guys enjoyed it nonetheless. Be sure and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Give the video a thumbs up if you like it. If you don't, thumbs down. That's all right. I'll forgive you. But I'm gonna catch you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. It's absolutely beautiful outside, at least where I'm at. It's sun shining. There's not a cloud in the sky. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. I'll catch you guys next time. And remember, if you love it, wear it.